There are moments when you lose your inner compass. Movement stalls, certainty fades, and something in you panics. Instead of turning inward, your attention turns outward. Judgment becomes a stand-in for direction, a way to feel upright while lost. This is not cruelty, it is disorientation. And so here are 8 patterns that quietly turn judgment into guidance. 1. Comparison as orientation. You grew up measuring yourself beside others. Worth was defined relationally, not internally. You learned to judge people to figure out where you stand. 2. External rules first. Standards mattered more than inner signals. Direction was assigned, not discovered. You learned to evaluate others because self-guidance never developed. 3. Fear of being wrong. Mistakes were punished or shamed. Choice felt dangerous. You learned to judge others first, to avoid exposure. 4. Superiority as safety. Approval came from being correct or above. Belonging depended on appearance, not honesty. You learned to criticize because it briefly eased insecurity. 5. Avoiding inner uncertainty. Your own confusion felt overwhelming. Judgment was faster and cleaner. You learned to point outward, instead of sitting with not knowing. 6. Inherited absolutes. You were taught right versus wrong without nuance. Complexity threatened order. You learned to judge sharply because ambiguity felt unsafe. 7. Self by opposition. Identity formed through contrast. Defining who you were not replaced, exploration. You learned to critique others to feel defined. 8. Silenced inner compass. Your preferences and signals were dismissed. Inner listening was never modeled. You learned to use judgment as direction when your own voice was quiet. And so we realize, judgment often fills the space where direction is missing. Criticism grows where self-trust collapsed. We attack what mirrors our uncertainty. What we judge is often what we abandoned. So we ask ourselves, where did I lose trust in my inner direction? What confusion am I projecting outward? Which judgments feel protective? What path am I avoiding choosing? Judgment was never your true compass. It was a substitute when guidance was missing. Direction returns as self-trust rebuilds. And you are the quiet knowing that clarity emerges when you stop replacing direction with judgment.